wouldn't slam. It's a piece that, to be honest, I tried to open mic once in Calgary, and no one would stop talking and listen. So I cut it off about after 45 seconds and went and did. Yeah, for sure. I was saying, this is a piece that I tried to perform at an open mic once in Calgary. No one would stop talking, and after about 45 seconds, I cut it off, and I went and did a loud, bouncy, sexy, funny piece, which gets everyone's attention. So I haven't really looked at it or shared it since. And this seemed like a good place to do it. So I took off my boots, which I never do when I slam. And I appreciate you sharing this with me. I sit stone-faced in the waiting room of Unit 5B at the foothills below the cliff. He will test Mohs' scale of hardness on my scree body for the 5th year. This should have been the 10th visit back, but back in May I could not face number 9. And it's hard to check for injury this week because there's all these other half-cracked problems in my life. The antimony, it meant nothings. The graphite scratch-outs. Mohs' scale goes from 1 to 10. And I started here on September 29, 2009, diagnosed with cancer. I was steel, which is actually only a 4. Under my mercury shell, I am hardened steel today. That is an 8. For the first time this year, I have not thrown up in the handicap bathroom by the reception desk from the sounds and smells of rock grinding. My tears are talc. They are barely a 1, but even that soft 1 will trace a channel through titanium carbide 9, given enough time. And on the nurse's pain scale, a 9 becomes a 1, given enough time. And the mineral deposits build up, they're change abrasive. Periodically I become 0.2 cesium terrified, 0.5 sodium sobbing, or 10.5 ultra hard fullerite, so sharp that I spent the last month trying not to scratch out the bump I found under my stars and failing. When my name is called, I jump. A can full of pebbles shoe dropping, reeking of old sneaker choke and hospital chlorine. I'm seen quickly, because I book early morning. I've learned this is hard enough without 2 hours waiting amongst gravel eyes rattling magazines. And I'm put in the same room as that very first time. It's triggering, but fitting. I know the rock, and I know the hard place like the back of my missing lymph glands. Everything off on top, gown open to the front, he'll be here in a moment. And I struggle to maintain obsidian 5. I read a research poster of small cell lung cancer patients giving breath samples for canine detection. I make jokes about going to the dogs to myself as gemstone sweat runs down my scored sides. Dr. Lafreniere is the geologist of my uncertain land masses, the only surgeon in town who monitors his patients for the rest of their lives. He's this white coat lab tumbler angel. His hands are gentler than 0.6 lithium. His voice is polished smooth from the daily grind. I've heard it murmur zinc in other exam rooms, his hands sifting rubble while patients screamed under a rock fall. I remember my own burial. I still wake up in earthquake aftermaths. And Dr. Lafreniere and I play call and answer. Is this bad? That's just the edge of the implant. What about this? That's a scar. The muscle stops here. There's this weird bump, and that's muscle. Worry about pinpoints, worry about pebbles, ridges are fine. This still hurts a lot. There are nerves under that edge. It can hurt quite a bit. And my hip is, we checked it before. We can check it again. X-rays, bone scans, but it's fine. You worry if it gets worse. You worry if it's there all the time. What about blood work? We can do it to ease your mind, but the tests usually show nothing until it's too late. I hear Frank sliding. It's been over a year, Erin. You should come every 6 months. I know. It's been a really hard year. Well, you're almost 5 years cancer-free. We count my cure from my surgery date. And losses are gains, losses are losses at the same time. Their flesh traded for hot and cold stones. 5 years is good, right? Oh, yes. 2 years is good, but 5 years is great. I'm having a party. We're going to be superheroes. He smiles like a leapt canyon, and we shake hands. Mine is shaking like asphalt lines giving way, and when the door closes, I cry before I put my shirt back on because I'm not yet a 10. I never will be. But you know, I don't fucking like blood diamonds anyway. I don't want to be trapped in mine. I don't want to be gold locks too hard or too soft. I want to sing scale notes one at a time. 2 calcium blood, 3 copper bone, 4 iron wills, 5 endless appetites, 6 silicon survival, 7, 8, 9 moving on, 10 is just a number. And I am Mohs than this. And I have a pick my perspective axe. I can use complex adamantium metaphors. Inside of them, I face the hardest parts without being sliced apart. The walls are a word waver as I walk to my car and I cling to this rock of ages passing. I just repeat, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. I grind my teeth down to powdered baby in parking lot 10, just repeating my one base relief, belief. Life is rough as fuck, but I am fine.
Hell yeah!